In a world where anything is possible, where what you get is a direct result of what you put in, where opportunity is equal for all and you choose your destiny, there is something we all search for, something that inspires us. It's the passion that inspires us. It's the speed that drives us. This is that world. This is your world. SSBB Esport. Live your dream. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us. Good evening. There's nothing behind me, FYI. That's a little teaser. But welcome back. It is Sunday night. We are here. We've got ourselves an endurance race coming up. And I've got our good friend McFlurry on the line. McFlurry, how's it going?
Very, very good, Jason. Nice to see you and chat to you again.
Awesome, man. Awesome. We're going to be sharing the mic tonight. Hello, talking to yourself again, Jay. No, this time, Alex. I've got McFlurry with me. Cheeky.
Yes, he is.
Alrighty, so we've got quite
Before you start to qualifying, there is a couple of changes on your settings we need to look at. Okay. Sorry.
All good. Let's just tell everyone where we are actually on time now. So I'm going to say starting soon. So we are at Le Mans, round 3. And alrighty, so let's look at the changes, Flurry. So I've done the tire wear times 2, fuel times 3 liters per second. Happy with that? Flurry. Earth to McFlurry.
Yes, hello. There we go, I'm there. Pit lane exit needs to be on. And TC needs to be on.
Why must TC be on?
Just a request.
No, we don't entertain. Okay, that's fine. Pit lane exit, penalty on. Yes. Good?
Yes, and there was... Do you want the contact penalty on or not?
No, we left that.
And tuning is on at the moment, it says.
Tuning.
Must be disable.
Where is that again? Tuning prohibited. Got it. Let me just save these settings. Insurance code 3 override. Yes. Okay. Good. I think Valley's changed the wheel color on that livery. Not sure how it looked like yet. Haha. That's Alex. Alex, it looks freaking amazing. We were chatting about it earlier. Let's see if we can get him when he comes out. We can have a gander. Yo, man. Even with the yellow wheels, that looks amazing, man. Just look at that.
And you got a penalty now. Pit lane exit. Issa's and Venture's cars are very bright, shiny.
Yes. So they're teammates. Issa's car is that gold. I have bugged traction control.
Yeah. You must just quit and come back. I can't actually type in that setting. It's weird.
Quit. So exit lobby and come back in.
Yes. Yeah, you should do that. There, he's left already.
Okay. Cool. V8.
Hey, Luca. Whoop.
Yeah.
I see the Toyota's Supra looks quite popular tonight.
Yeah, we got
Three of them.
Bones in one.
Luca.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I'm sure I saw another one. Yes,
Insanity.
DJ Insanity. Yes.
But isn't that FT one?
No, that's the Supra.
Is it? It is. Wow. Alrighty. So Issa already has a penalty. So
Yeah, so does Luca. Yep.
So we are supposed to. Are you racing tonight, McFlurry, or not? Just talking.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking.
Hello, Dens.
Dan's quit the lobby. I don't know if he's back yet.
No, I think it is.
Let's get to 100 subscribers now. Give it a like, man.
It's really cool. The for some reason it just looks so much more real tonight. Or is it just me? Maybe it's the light.
The light? What you mean? It's not so skittish.
On the circuit, it just looks a lot more real for some reason. Even when I was driving.
Maybe it's just the scanning of the track looks probably more properly or more to what it actually is. I don't know.
I don't know. It's looking good tonight.
This is I haven't seen much of the replay or the watching with camera, so I can't really base on what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of the guys starting their first flyer. I mean, we're already 3.5-4 minutes into it. So we're going to need to, McFlurry, just keep an eye out because we need to make sure that everybody at least gets 2 hot laps.
Yes. So the ones that are the problems here are Dens and are Valet. So we need to make sure they are the last 2 to cross the line, and there shouldn't be another fastest lap from Jay, for example.
Yeah.
Adventure.
Well, I mean, if they
But it is a big gap.
If they get it, they get it. It's fine. As long as Dens and Valley get 2 hot laps, you know.
Yeah. You see, it's going to be interesting with this race because the fuel could last 4 to 5 laps. The tires, if you go with the softs, they will probably be very second-hand in that stint. So it's going to be interesting to see how people change from the softs, what tire they go with. And if there's going to be anybody going along from the first pit stop to the end, or if there's going to be 2 pit stops.
Yeah.
Knowing our good friend Dan's there, I want to see what strategy he's going to pull out there, because he's always hovering in the midfield at the back in the beginning, and then all of a sudden the last few stints he's there in the front.
Yeah, what I've noticed with Dens is he's exceptionally good with fuel saving and tire management. So, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what he does. He's on the soft at the moment, so he's looking to quality on the soft and start on the soft. Let's go through the tires quickly. So, J Turbo is on the softs, Venture's on the soft, Pepsi's on the soft, it's Issa. Insanity is on the medium. Luca is on the soft. Bones is on the soft. Davide on the medium. And the Mustang, yes. What a legend. Son of Gravity is on the medium. And Valley on the soft, and then Den's on the soft. So, a few people on the mediums. It's interesting. So, first flyer for J Turbo. I don't know any of these corner names. So
I know Porsche Curbs. That's near the end of the lap.
okay.
In the Mulsanne straight, isn't it called that? Yes.
Yes. I've got some mosquitoes here that are irritating the cock out of me. I'll be back.
They can't be sucking the life out of you yet.
I got him. Best.
It's a weird thing for Pretoria, but interesting.
Yeah, we do.
Guys have had a lot of rain.
Well, we had a lot of rain last season. We haven't had any rain this season yet. And some extremely intelligent person managed to, through the load shedding, managed to keep the pumps on in some of the reservoirs in Johannesburg and drained 2 reservoirs empty. And so now we've got J Turbo absolutely committed through this section. Wow.
I love it.
That's great to watch.
Lambo sounds good too.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, we've got freaking water restrictions now, and we've had like extremely good rain. So 358. I saw a 355 from Venture in the practice.
It's a good time for a 4-minute lap. I think that could do well. But let's see if he's got more in the pocket. Issa's got a huge penalty.
1 second. But he's crossed the line already. He didn't get the lap.
Yeah, so he's actually gonna be. We might be in trouble. We might not actually set a lap time. Oh wow, Luca gone faster.
358.
He also had a penalty in that lap, so not a mad effort.
Okay, so Bones has gone quickest, 356. So we're getting close to the 355s. I reckon it's but a matter of time. Where is Valley? Where is Venture? He might have restarted the lap.
Yeah. Oh, he had a red lap. Oh, yeah, see, he's put it in the... Yeah, so... It's his out lap now, so I'm going to say you can only give him one more flyer.
Yeah, because we're already on 9.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Well, Dens and Valley are going through the Porsche curves.
So that lap that Valley did, he is flying, eh? He's pushing really hard. Such commitment from him. He's a very, very good driver. I mean, a lot of our guys are. It's just incredible. You see them come and kind of get in and out of the zone. But Valley pushes himself to a point where he gets in that zone and he stays there.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is a good time. Wow.
Ben's 2 seconds off in third.
Wow. 354 is an immense time. Luca is strong, yeah, Alex is saying. So Luca is third at the moment. He's on a 3:58. Den's second on a 3:56. And Valley 2 seconds faster. Bones on a 3:56 as well.
Ooh, it's gonna be a red lap. Venture, that's gonna be a penalty, is it? Nope, we got away with it.
Oof, 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 oof. I too like to live dangerously.
Okay, Venture's getting extra time here.
Why would he push so hard in his outlap? Compromise his proper
Wait.
lap. So I
I
think,
don't know, maybe he was. Yep.
sorry, I think we give Venture this lap and that's it. We're gonna have to call it because we're already on 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big tank slapper from Venture.
He's pushing really hard.
Sure. And it's interesting. Same thing with Venture as well. I was saying with Valley, the commitment is phenomenal. I personally just don't have the time. But it's incredible to see. It's same as very high levels of normal motorsport. The top guys push themselves so far. They're just able. That's what separates the good guys from the professional guys. The pros are just able to get themselves into that window of like doing it perfectly every single lap and switching it on like lap one.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of skill.
I think the scary thing is that you feel that you're pushing and you're driving yourself, like, and you can get into a groove, but you make a mistake and then it costs you 10 seconds, and then you feel like, okay, cool, now I'm 10 seconds behind and I'm slower every lap. So it's a fight against yourself. You can't look at that.
No. That's the big mental part of it. Is you have to break that mental barrier and not look at other people and just keep going. So J Turbo Deluxe still second. Well, we actually don't. Valley is first still. Luca looks like he's second. Can't tell though.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Luca did go faster. He did a 3:56.6. Jay didn't go faster, and he should stop. He should not be carrying on. And Davide has binned it on the straight.
Okay, so still watching Venture. He's coming through tight corner now. He's going to get onto that second main straight. The second back straight, I guess.
Yeah. I think it might be called, I don't know. I'm not too sure. And also Badger, Private Badger. I don't know what's his name on your side. He's in the AMG. He's also coming to the last part of the track.
He's third. Private Badger is
See what
son
time
of
he's
Gravity.
Don't think this is gonna be, but he is on the mediums. Let's see how he improves.
Oh, Venture's pushing hard. Venture is getting close to the start finish. Only a couple more corners now. It's coming to the pit lane.
Yeah, smooth. A bit deep into that last part, but got a good exit.
Second.
Wow.
Well, third. Luca second. Alright, so good
Yeah.
effort. So that's that. I'm gonna start
That's
it. Alrighty. I think this is the closest we've been to a full lobby.
We didn't round 1 of Group 3s, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It's good to see. It's good to see. Let's get all the stats out.
Okay, so
The lights on.
who gets a good start? Let's see. Oh, everyone gets a good start. So I'm just gonna change all of the fish paste on my side. Valley has a
Valley is good.
magnificent start as usual.
Yeah, Danes could be under threat there. Whoa! Bit of a dive. Well controlled, well controlled. Everybody's neatly through, but yeah, Danes is quite a bit wide there.
Valley absolutely bolting in the front, and Bones also having a brilliant start. Den's under huge pressure from Venture 26. But it's looking good so far. Bones in really good position.
Ooh.
I'm driving on board with Dens, looking back, and you can see Venture is under huge pressure from J Turbo Deluxe. J Turbo Deluxe right up alongside Venture. Venture's getting swallowed up by, who's that? Luca as well. Luca passed him. That Supra is super quick in the straights. Look at that thing. Huh?
Jeez, he's gonna even might get Danes even. No?
Holy smokes. That Supra is something to watch. Oh man. It's a good field. That AMG in the background, also all over the place. Valley's going to be under pressure, man. Bones is all over him. 0.7 off Valley.
Yeah, that Supra, if it's got the legs like it's got, it's gonna give it. Look how it's closing. It's closing like a tenth every 5 seconds.
Lucas just passed Dens as well.
Wow.
So the interesting thing is going to be, what does the Supra do to its tires? That's going to be the
and
real
fuel.
question. And fuel.
Well, I have yet to find the weakness of Valet, so let's see. maybe better to Bones is the weakness. Gee, it's crazy.
Who was the person? Oh, Valley runs it wide. Oh,
And Luca. Ooh.
Luca makes a big mistake getting back on. Slight contact with J Turbo, but rare mistake from Valley, and he's dropped down to second. He's already 1.2 seconds behind. So Dens and Venture still in this. Venture stuck to the back of Dens, but wow, this is getting spicy right in the beginning.
Yeah, there's not much tire conversation. No, I can't say the word. Conservation. There we go.
Yeah.
It's a full send. I like it.
Yeah, it's like a 1 hour sprint race.
Oh, Venture. Yeesh.
So,
Too quick on the loud pedal.
So Venture's going to come under pressure from J Turbo now. Esand, who's that? Son of Gravity having a ding dong. Let me switch my names so we speak the same language. So that was Private Badger, and no, that wasn't. That was anyway, don't know. So Bad to Bones, 1.8 seconds ahead of Valley, who's managed to pull out a gap, 1.5 seconds ahead of Dens. Dens is still kind of in it with Venture, but Venture's under huge pressure from Jay now. Venture also he's had a bit of a topsy-turvy season this far.
Undoubtedly, he's quick. I just feel that when he gets a little bit in a crowd, he loses a bit of that focus when he's out in front normally.
Yeah, it's always easier when you're out in front. But
Joe, he pulled a great gap onto Dens. He's dropped Jay and now he's right on Dens.
yeah,
Good exit from the chicane.
that's where Venture's strong. I mean, we saw him on Friday as well. He was under pressure from someone on Friday, and he was able to gather himself and just deal with the pressure and get a few corners right. And as soon as he did that, he gapped that person. I forget who it was, and that was that. The battle was over. So it's almost like when someone gets close to him, or he's in a pack, he gets a bit unsettled, which I do that, definitely. I'm a victim of that. And, sure, just got to get your head down. Jay under pressure now from Issa.
Oh, some bum draft in there. Again, he gets a penalty.
It was so malicious, yeah.
Yeah. But first also starting to get closer again.
Oh.
Valet's...
Well, look at the tyre weight. You know, if you look...
It's actually fascinating, yeah.
The Supra's used quite a bit more tyre, but now Valley's got a penalty. It's not going to help him. And a bit more fuel, so could be that Bad to Bones is a bit more aggressive on the fuel and the tyre, but track position at the moment is definitely working because Valley now has a penalty as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on with Valet. I know that obviously the track limits on this track are a bit finicky. I would say that myself, but yeah, he seems to be a bit erratic. But I think he's got plenty of time to rectify his mistake.
Oh yes,
and
yeah.
And if his tires are gonna not drop off as much as that Supra has, he's got it. He just has to stay within that window of a second or even but 2 seconds.
Let's go back to Den's. Den's under pressure again from Venture. Now, if we look at the difference, Venture's used a bit more fuel and more tyre. So showing that aggression that Venture normally has, Den's is kind of playing it cool.
You hear the revs of the two different cars that Aston like dies on the top end, where the Corvette still looks like it wants to go.
Yeah.
Better exit. I think you could have an interesting move here through the no penalty. Here comes Jay.
I thought for a second he brake checked Jay, but then I realised he failed.
A bit of a thumb draft in here. Suppose they want to just tag along and get onto Den's slipstream.
Yeah, it makes sense. Work together.
Yeah. If you look at Jay's tyre wear, his fronts are good, but his rears are worse than Venture's. It's actually quite an interesting dynamic that obviously the weight of the car and the balance.
Yes.
Rear engine.
What I found when I was driving the Lambo earlier is that obviously it has that oversteer, that normal inherent oversteer from a mid-engine car. So that could be what it is. The way you drive it is with a bit more entry to use that pendulum effect on the back to turn the car. But then, you know, it just ends up chewing up the tires.
Oh, someone just disappeared.
Den's and Venture just swapped places. Like, what? Literally teleported. I need
to find that move out. Where did he buy that move from? Wish.com.
Wow. Okay, so let me go down the field. So J Turbo in 5th, Private Badger in 6th under huge pressure from Safalicious, who almost put 2 wheels on the dirt there.
Another penalty.
Right on the bumper of Private Badger. I don't know what he's doing. He's like in and out of the slip.
But AMG should be faster than a Corvette generally, but the slipstream he should easily overtake.
Yeah, there we go. So he is now up into 6th.
Luke is making his way back.
Okay, yeah, Duca Death Raccoon 9, 8th. DJ Insanity in 9th in that bright orange Supra. We don't have Bombastic or Spage Finn with us as well. It's interesting.
Speaking of Bombastic is comments on the YouTubes, and he's saying good evening. So good evening, Charlie.
Charlie, good evening. Welcome. Alex is saying he thinks Venture is on a Isa is on a controller. Interesting. Looks like it. Fuck, he couldn't drive in a straight line for anything.
I know that he's at his uni, so he's I think gone fit his rig there. I think.
Okay. Okay.
I'm surprised his uni Wi-Fi looks so stable. When I was at uni, it's like McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Ooh.
What happened?
No, Isa's got the curb hungry.
Okay, so Bad to Bone still leading 1.8 ahead of Valley. They're both 6.5 seconds ahead of Venture now.
Ooh.
Wow.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I just saw it now. He had an accident.
Badger in the wall.
Private Badger. Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't see that.
Didn't see it. It's Alex. Alex has obviously got some sort of access we don't have. I didn't see it.
We got circuit live stream, maybe.
Aha. Interesting with the tires. Let's look at the tires. So the Supra, all tires pretty much half, fuel half. Valley just over half tires. Front tires not too bad. Rear tires, rear left, looking a bit a little bit more worn. Interesting. Also mid-engine rear wheel drive. Wow, that is on the freaking limit.
Yeah, those tires, they're similar to the Supra, but the front tires on the Supra compared to the McLaren is, you can fit, it's the years apart. That's gonna tell later on in the stunt. It's got.
Well, there we go. It's already told because Valley just pulled, I think, a half a second out of Bones going through those last chicanes, and he's done the quickest lap, 3:55.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So on worn tires, that's good.
Yeah, and also the Supra's used a bit more fuel. So I don't know if the Supra, Mr. Bad to Bones, is going to play a bit more conservative to make the 2 laps or 3 laps stint, because at this moment Valet's got also better fuel.
Yeah. 100%.
Maybe it's his strategy to also sit in the slipstream.
Yeah, and just apply the pressure and let him do all the work. Alright, let's go down the field. So Den's in third. Still leading this train. He managed to get ahead of Venture because Venture was in third. Unless they've done that teleporting swap again.
Yeah, that's... when obviously the aliens are playing their games, huh?
Look at Denz's fuel. This is what I was talking
he's
about
a master.
earlier. I mean, that's what got him so far the ranks last week. He was like, he didn't do really well in the quali and was really average at the beginning, but which was obviously on some sort of fuel saving strategy. But his pit stops made a massive difference.
Yeah, I think what's going to tell at the end, obviously the end, you're not going to see that benefit now, but later on, putting in less fuel, especially with the fuel rate as it is only going to benefit you if you got more fuel in a tank.
100%. Look, Venture's still there. I mean, the difference between fuel, okay, it's quite significant.
Yeah, I think if you're actually looking down, Luca is overtaking Jay. It's a good recovery from Luca. Obviously detriment to his fuel usage if you're looking at that, okay. But
Luca's Death Raccoon.
Sorry, I need to, specify that.
So Death Raccoon's also just gone purple.
Yeah, he's really sending it. You can see by his fuel usage. Charlie, I tried to set it up like that. It's sort of not going to go to night, it's going to go to dusk. So sunsetting. So it was sunrise to sunset with a bit of inclement weather possible. But I'll let JSM's settings do wonders.
Oh, Death Raccoon, 2 wheels on the dirt. Another purple sector, but he is pushing, man.
He's going to get the slipstream of now Avenger, so...
It's brilliant work. We're right on board with him, and he is 0.7 behind Venture, it's 0.6. So yeah, for sure.
This is closing quick.
He's on maximum attack. We can't see, obviously, his trim, fuel trim and that, but right up. Purple sector again.
Yeah, and that's not the only battle that's spicy. If you go back to first, Valet is literally on the bumper of Bad to Bones. It's got great corner speed, closing speed through the corners, carrying momentum. He's gonna send it turn to.
Well, that's where that McLaren is so good, is through that through those S's. But when they get to the straight, that Supra just walks away. So he's definitely battling, I think, with tires, front tires.
Yeah, those are looking second hand, but I've seen Valet ride until literally there was maybe a little pixel of white, and then he put, and he was still doing within a second of his PB.
Wow. So Bad to Bones, still going great guns here. Managed to pull out get a good drive onto the straight. So he's managing the gap. Just look at that.
Yeah, I don't think that McLaren has the legs, but yeah, I think he's just going to use the pit stops strategies to their advantage.
I mean, he's opened up 2/10 already down the straight. So let's go back.
And that's only the first part.
Yeah. So Death Raccoon, it's interesting. He's closing on Venture, but he could have used more tire. I don't know. Maybe he didn't get as good a exit.
Well, I just heard his acceleration, and he actually basically freewheeled a bit, just using the slipstream to pull him to the corner and then just brake. So he's obviously now gone back into a fuel saving mode, and obviously he's happy where he is now with his recovery.
Okay. It's looking good. J Turbo about...
JC.
Yeah?
Sorry, go.
Charlie says, ooh, spicy. That must be around there. Ooh, big slide from J Turbo. That comment must be around the weather and all of that. Anyway, let's go back to where's Luca? Again, he's right up there, 0.2 behind Venture. Venture might pick up a penalty there. He ran it a bit wide off the curb.
In my testing and setting up for this lobby, I don't know if it's changed a bit, but I want to see if someone's going to push for the sixth lap or not.
Well, there we go. Luca,
I think Denz will do that.
Luca drove around Venture like he was parking. Wow, that Supra is fast, man.
You can see why it's the flavor of the day on this track.
Yeah.
Ooh, Denz made a mistake? No?
Not sure. Luca getting swallowed up by by... No, I don't know. He's past Denz now. So Death Raccoon passed Denz. I thought Venture had passed him, but no. So the question is fuel consumption. Death Raccoon has under quarter tank. Denz has just under half a tank. Venture has about a quarter tank, so Dens with the best fuel out of these three. It's going to pay dividends later. Death Raccoon is on a bombastic strategy, which is maximum. Turn it up to 175%. And there we go, Death Raccoon in the pits. Bad to Bones in the pits. So the two Supras in the pits.
Valet hit the wall, exit in the last corner.
Whoa, mega damage.
Front. That's a big turn up for the books. All his hard work and his time that they gained is now lost.
Oh,
wow.
That's gonna hurt. And Den's once again in the best position because he's got mega fuel and decent tires. Benches.
Yeah, he's got the best tires amongst the guys around him as well. Yep.
So Valley put himself under a lot of pressure. It's going to be interesting to see the difference between Valley and Den's, but Den's I think is a much less aggressive strategy in terms of fuel and that.
Yes, seven people pitted on that lap.
So this is now lap 6. I reckon Den's could do another 2 laps.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at Valet's time, he was 13 seconds slower with that spin, obviously.
Wow.
And also, he carried the damage over the line, so it's also probably affect this lap too.
Got it.
So if soon as everybody's pitted, Bad to Bone could have a decent lead. I don't know if he knows that yet.
Well, he's 43 seconds behind Venture. It's onto the medium. He could, but Venture Den's looks like he's adding fuel to his car. I don't know how he's doing it. Venture slowed down a bit to conserve a bit more. It's also looking quite good. Valley hasn't.
He maybe want to.
Valley's got no fuel. He's going to have to pit this lap. Wow, that's interesting. So, if you Dens, do you pit and stay in the pits for less time, or do you stay out longer?
I think if I was Dens, I would sort of be very careful here, because his fuel might be good for another lap, but his back left tire doesn't look the greatest.
Yes.
But knowing Den's skills, he's more than capable.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so Bad to Bones is 6.5 seconds ahead of Death Raccoon, and Death Raccoon's gone onto the softs again, so he's going full taps again.
And you can see it in the fuel consumption. Wow.
Jay's gone onto the mediums, Issa onto the mediums.
That's it. DJ Insanity on the softs.
He was on the medium, so yeah.
Private Badgers on the softs. Davide on the mediums. And
Did he change tires or not?
no.
He's got fuel, but he's got no tire change. It's really interesting.
So, Den's into the pits, Valley into the pits, Venture staying out.
That's a brave move, Venture.
And an extreme fuel saving mission. So let's see. Valley coming and changing tires.
So
yeah.
So that there's 20 liters difference in fuel. So let's see how much time that's going to be at the end of when they come out. Because I'm going to presume they're going to go full.
Yeah, I mean you might as well. Unless Valley doesn't. Where Dens goes.
Ooh.
Dens doesn't go full. It's just over 3/4. He's down to third. Venture's still out, so Dens is still behind Bad to Bones. 10-1. Death Raccoon's going to pass him because Death Raccoon is out too. He's on maximum, you know.
Yeah, you get 100% and he's on 105.
Yeah. He's qualifying for next year's highest seat. He is flying. The gap is down to 1.2, so we'll see.
So Vele went full tank and back onto soft, so he still has to change tires. I think he's going to be one irritated driver, but I think he needs to just keep himself together because I do think he's got the pace overall.
Yeah. So Death Raccoon is about 0.7 behind Dens now. Five.
Nice little.
Yeah, last
little battle for 7th, yeah? Well, they are spread out, but...
Right, so Death Raccoon just passed Dens. So Bad to Bones still second. They're closing on Venture quite quickly, and this is the problem now. When you stay out for too long, now he's fuel saving extreme. And
I think what maybe Venture, what he tried to do is to try to see if it's going to rain. Maybe that was his judgment behind that, because his tires are shot and he's got fuel issues.
Yeah.
Like you can see now, that's just cost him because he's gone into the gravel. What?
Well, luckily he respawned, so he's all good. Only lost 2 seconds out of that. Not even. So, unless that was a lag thing, a lobby thing.
It could have been. Let's see, because let's see the next sector. Let's see, yeah, they're coming to that last sector now. Yeah, they lost 10 seconds.
Okay, right, yeah. So he did go off.
And he just spun it into the pits.
Sure. I too like to live dangerously. Alrighty, so Bad to Bones coming through, leading this trio. It's looking really good.
I want to see if there's going to be an effect of changing the weather and the light. It causes drivers to change and to see someone else maybe benefit in this type of conditions. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it looks like it's getting dark. So we might have a bit of night racing because we're only half an hour in. Wow. Spicy meatball. Alright, so I haven't gone down the field for a long time. Second, Bad to Bones. Third is Dens. Valley still fourth, 10 seconds behind Dens. So interesting turnout for Valley. Hasn't gone his way. Saphalicious in fifth. Venture coming out of the pits now, full tank of juice, and on the mediums, DJ Insanities. He's ahead of a huge battle between Jay, Turbo Deluxe, and Private Badger. That's quite an unfortunate name. How much time left? 30 minutes left, Alex. Davide lost.
The thing is with this is that you reset the lobby, right? So it should have gone back to the morning, but it didn't seem like it's done that, unless you changed it.
No, I didn't.
I see.
So maybe it's the conditions that are. But yeah, it's making it look gloomy or dark. It's the gloomy conditions, but it definitely looks like it's getting darker.
It's a pity we can't see the radar for weather.
Yeah. So bad to bone, still 2 seconds ahead of Death Raccoon, who is now 1.3 seconds ahead of Dens.
Yeah, so he's got part of Stens and he put in his fastest lap of the race. So that's 3:55.2. So yeah, he's not caring about that fuel and tires.
He's pushing. He's doing well. Considering his bad start. What happened at the start? He went off or something?
Yeah, went too deep, I think, at the end of the straight. The Malton straight.
Okay.
He also went onto the gravel, similar to Valet, but Valet didn't go as far off.
Okay, so Den's still third. Den's has done really well in this race. Valley is looking good on these tyres though. On the second set of softs. He's been quite conservative with the fuel, so not sure what his strategy is now.
Well, he's either going to just do a splash and dash and put on the mediums, like with 2 laps to go, because he still has to change tires. So does Luca. And Luca is, or Death Raccoon is literally on bad to bones bumper.
Aha, I see. 0.4. So Dens knows he doesn't have the pace on the straight line speed. So he's probably playing the long game. Just staying with him.
Yeah, his tires look good.
Good evening, Ian Evo.
Another man that we missed tonight. But Ian Evo was probably celebrating his victory for his football club.
Oh, really?
That one, yeah, the one, yeah, he's probably a few beers deep.
Who was playing? Who won?
Man City and Liverpool beat Man City.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Cephalicious is fifth, and he's run wide. Venture 26 is 6. This is interesting. It's difficult to know where they're going to be. Sorry, Jen's been out watching the match. Several beers deep right now. There we go, McFlurry, spot on. I used to watch a lot of football, and I don't anymore.
It's really weird to hear you say that you used to watch, because you don't seem like the type.
Yeah, man, I was super into it, and yeah, I just lost the flavor.
Well, at least you got the motorsport bug.
Oh yeah, I still enjoy soccer. I think it's a good game, brilliant game, if it's played right, you know. But yeah, I don't follow anymore. J Turbo is lost. He must have made a mistake.
Oh, he must have. Yeah, because he hasn't put it. He's still got fuel. Oh no.
Shit.
Struggling tonight. Unfortunately, that Lambo sounds nice, but I just don't think it can compete on a lot of the tracks.
I'm just gonna check something, McFlurry. You carry on.
No problem.
I am on Bed to Bones. That's who my camera's on.
There we go. Oh, this is a solid performance to Bad to Bones. This is keeping the lead. I think he might know that there's some guys further back that's got maybe a better strategy just because of the tire and fuel usage of that car. But it's interesting. Last 25 minutes that is going to come, because some people are going to go back onto race softs, I can tell you that. So, and yeah, he's keeping the lead with race mediums. Luke is probably just conserving himself now, knowing that he's by the leader, and so he's probably using a bit of the slipstream to gauge himself and to pace himself so that he can try and prolong his stint that he's on now. And Den's a super computer, adds fuel while he drives. He's looking calm, collective, and waiting for his strategy to pay fruit. I think when it's the last 5 minutes, we're going to see if his strategy is working out like normal. Yeah, Luke is starting to lose a bit of pace and he's carrying a penalty, running wide. I think those tires are starting to show a bit of wear. And there we go, another penalty. Ooh.
Alright, I'm back. Den's just passed Death Raccoon.
Yes, Death Raccoon ran one on the the start of the straight, Mulsanne straight. Obviously picked up another penalty, but his tires are starting to show a bit of wear, but I would say they're still pretty good, but I think his fuel's going to be the more of a problem.
Adders in the comments, the dream team is back. Thank you, Adders.
Cheers, Jay. Cheers.
Chaps,
Ian's got a question, which I think you have got to answer.
Give it to me.
So Ian's basically saying he's going to use his first change in Pro-Am to the NSX, and then he wants to finish the season in the RCZ for the Pro-Am. So basically he's changing this season to the NSX, and then for season 4 we're using the same cars. He wants to ride the RCZ. Is that correct, Ian? Just let me know if that's correct, what you meaning.
That sounds fine.
Because he's changing car from his original use and he hasn't used it before. Yeah.
Sure, there is a spicy little exchange happening here with Sapphilicious. Just behind Sapphilicious, it is DJ Insanity and Private Badger. I still can't get over that name. But Badger's right on the tail of insanity.
Riding. Oh, Isa, where are you sending that? Wow.
Where did he go?
He sent it on Venture.
Oh.
But luckily no contact. But yeah, that was sent from checkers to macro or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and that replay function doesn't work with this new
game.
Charlie is saying keep us updated on the remaining time. Remaining time is 40 minutes. Oh, you can't see it. That's right. Because of where my camera is. Let me switch my camera off. Or I can move my camera. Let's do that. Let's move that there. And you guys can see the remaining time. How about that? You guys happy with that? Okay. So, if we
got some pit stops.
We've got some pit stops. Bad to Bones has stopped. So that's put Dens in the lead. Dens is looking really good. He's on quarter tank. Tires are still good. I guess the tires is really what it's about. You know, you don't want to go too lean on the tire and then you obviously lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
Valley's clawed his way back, but he's 5 seconds behind Dens, so Bad to Bones putting in fuel. Dens is on the soft, Valley on the soft. They've still got to change to the medium.
Yeah, Valley's still got another 2 or 3 laps in him there.
Oh, Valley's got plenty fuel. Dens.
I'm gonna say Dens, he's got to go into the mediums. Wouldn't think he would go into hards now, and he probably could do one more lap after this.
Yeah. But do you have to use all 3 tires, or is it just 2 tires?
You have to change tire once.
Yeah, and it can be
to a different brand, to a different
compound.
Yeah.
Well, that was my understanding as well. Okay, so Dens, the gap about 5 seconds. Valley's clawing back slowly. I guess he doesn't want to be too aggressive. Oh, penalty.
Ah.
17 minutes left. That is correct. 16 minutes. Venture 26 third, 43 seconds though behind. He's got decent rubber, so he'll stop one more time, I reckon.
I'm thinking Venture's going to try and make it to the end. I'm going to put money on that.
Whoa, you reckon?
Yes.
Well, he's got a decent tyre, so he could, if he fuel saves well enough, looks like he is, then yeah, he could go all the way.
Yeah, so but Bad to Bones already pitted, and he can make it to the end, and he's on racing soft, so let's see how much they battle.
I don't think so. You know, look at his fuel consumption. He's just dropped a bar. He's going to have to stop again, for sure. And he's on the soft. I don't know. There's 13 minutes left. No, sorry, it's not 13. It's 16 minutes left.
16.
Yeah, it's interesting. Now it's really getting interesting. Dens will have to stop. Yes, there was commitment from Dens through there. 5.6 seconds ahead of Valley. He'll have to stop. He's doesn't have enough fuel. Valley's going to have to stop. So Venture could be in a good position, but it depends how quick the guys are when they come back. Whoa, Venture running it wide is going to pick up a penalty.
Oh, Vale's made another mistake into the pits. Ooh.
Shit. Den's still out.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
he's going down to the mediums now. He has to.
Charlie's saying we need some rain to spice it up. That would spice things up right at the moment.
But it's in the air.
You could have some pretty upset people. I mean, the lobbies have been great this evening, eh? So, Venture filling up. Valley filling up. Venture also in the pits.
Okay, so I lost money.
So Bad to Bones up into second. He's about 53 seconds behind Dens. Dens will have to stop, so is Bad to Bones going to try go to the end? Oh, Dens making a mistake. Yeah?
Vale's got also a 3-second penalty. Entering the pits and crossing the line.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, and he's already 11 seconds behind Bad to Bones, which is the outright leader. Yeah, with Den's strategy coming, gonna fit probably in between that gap.
Sure, that's interesting. So not your typical rodeo this evening. This has really been a bit of a switch up, eh?
It's good to see. It's good to see Bad to the Bones. Getting some good times, getting some good results from his efforts. Yeah, he's actually raced a good race.
Oh, look at Death Raccoon as well. Death Raccoon on the medium, quarter tank of fuel. Bad to Bones on the soft with pretty much the same fuel. Sure.
Luke has done a good recovery from his error in the beginning.
So
lovely battle between. Yep.
Death Raccoon is about 2 seconds behind, and I mean it's dropping every time they get on the straight behind Valley, and Valley's still got that 3-second penalty. So this is really spicy. The question is, Dens has got a penalty, half a second. Question is, where's Dens gonna come out after his stop? He's 52 seconds ahead of Bad to Bones.
I want to see how the pit stop time, because I don't think he's gonna have to put in a full tank here. So I think he's also in a prime spot here.
Yeah, 48 minutes, 12 minutes remaining. How many laps is that? It's like
that's three from
laps.
Now.
Yeah.
So Danes is going to do a splash and dash, but he has to go. He's going to go on softs because there's no wait. He's already, so he's going to go on mediums now. So Bad to Bones is in a good pound seat here. He's going to have the quickest tire.
Oh, Den spun it going into the pins. So there we go. Keep your eyes, exactly what you said, McFlurry. Let's keep your eyes on Bad to Bones, because he is in a brilliant spot. Even Death Raccoon. I think Denz will come out between Bad to Bones and Death Raccoon. The question is, how aggressive is he going to be? He can't be too aggressive because he doesn't have the straight line speed. So considering that, it's going to be a good result for Denz.
Well, he's done the tires, he's got the long refuel, but obviously he's only probably going to go half a tank. Bad to Bones is hitting the last corner now. This is going to be tight. Yep, I think Dens is in the lead.
Wow. Wow. Solid effort.
Well, let's see now how the pendulum swings.
Wow.
6 seconds.
Dens is on the medium. And he doesn't have the speed, the straight line speed that Supra has, so let's see. I mean, 6.3 seconds. Bad to Bones has got fuel and tires and straight line speed. This is going to be interesting. Wow.
I think he put in too much fuel and it's probably cost him that 6 seconds, to be honest.
Who's this? Dens?
No, Bad to Bones.
Oh.
But let's see. Like I said, I think we got 3 laps from now.
Okay.
This one and 2 more.
So I see there's a lot of soccer talk in the in the comments. I'm not going to read soccer talk, boys. But it's about Ian Evo is effectively saying, when Liverpool win, we all win.
Yes. Thank you.
Are you a Liverpool fan?
No, I'm not, but they beat our rivals, so we stay in top, which is Arsenal. There we go.
Okay, let's just stop it right there, please.
Cool, thank you.
Goodness.
Well, looking at that Mulsanne straight, Bad to Bones caught up about 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, Dens is going to be in trouble here. 9 minutes to go.
It's going to be a very, very interesting result. I'm actually super happy for Bad to Bones.
Yeah, 100%. He's driven a brilliant race, and take nothing away. I mean, you got to be in it to win it, and Bad to Bones is a dude. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Let's look at the entry. What's his other name? Bad to Bones, male, yes. Okay, good.
Whew,
We've got a popsicle. We've got an unknown. God is also racing. Oh no, God is not racing. Didn't make it. Lekker bro is also Cephalicious. That's his gender. Yeah, it's good fun, man. Dens doesn't have the speed on the mediums. That's right, Charlie. So that's what is interesting here. I mean, the gap is now 3.1 seconds. 3 minutes left. No, 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. Dens is pushing, man. Look, he's doing everything he can, but I think it is a matter of time. Now, the question is, okay, well, if they get to a straight, I guess there's nothing Dens can do. That Supra will just walk past him. So that's what Bad to Bones needs to do. He needs to just close the gap and then wait for his time.
Yeah, I think he's just being patient. Yeah, he knows he's got the better tire. He must know he's got the better tire. So all he has to do is just wait his time till the Mulsanne straight and then displays past.
That's it. But brilliant drive. I mean, like you say, man, he's done everything right. And stellar drive.
Look, today I know Valle made a mistake and all of that, but that's what racing's about, He took the risk and tried to do another lap on his old tires, and it backfired.
Yeah. Look, he's caught up to Death Raccoon, but Death Raccoon's on the medium Valley's on the medium, so Valley could still salvage a podium. But
Yeah.
I guess every time they get to that straight, I mean, it's just chalk and cheese. Even though he's in the slipstream, he's just losing. That's crazy, eh? So the gap down to 1.7 seconds. 5 minutes remaining.
Now we're definitely going to see another lap. So let's see how the order's looking down below, yeah?
Yeah, so Death Raccoon third. He's coming under pressure from Valley, who's 0.4 behind him. So Valley could really quick through the corners. I mean, Valley close enough now to actually pass. What's going on there? Was Valley fuel saving? It doesn't have to be. Sorry, not Valley, Death Raccoon.
Maybe just the mediums are just lacking a bit of corner pace, mid-corner speed.
So,
And that's where the McLaren is obviously boss.
yeah, so Valley passed Death Raccoon. It's interesting. It's like almost like Death Raccoon's not getting full throttle. Always. Oh, Valley with a big tank slapper, but managing to keep it together. And now Death Raccoon comes back at him. Maybe Death Raccoon's playing with him.
Oh, interesting. The leads change.
Okay, so Bad to Bones through on Danes. That was a matter of time. So we spoke a lot about how well this man has done. And we've got most likely one lap after this. And
Yeah, the only mischief that could be a problem, but I think he did manage it the first stint, is those tires. Looking a bit worse for in the rear. But looking at Denz's fuel, he might have done himself a mischief as well on putting it a little bit too light, especially if he's not a lap to go.
yeah, but I mean, I think it's done. He knows it. Unless, something drastic happens. I mean, he just doesn't have the straight line speed. So, nothing it can do. Valley in third. Good on Valley. He's going to salvage something from this. Death Raccoon fourth. Venture 26 fifth. Also all on his lonesome. Private Badger 6, 22 seconds behind Venture 26. J Turbo Deluxe 7th, 5 seconds behind Badger. Davide's in 8th. He's doing alright. He's 5 seconds behind Jay. DJ Insanity is 9th, about 1.8 seconds behind Davide. Safalicious 10th with a penalty. 22 seconds behind Insanity. So Bad to Bones still leading now with a comfortable gap, 1.3 seconds, and we've got 2 minutes to go. So this will be the last lap. Well, it's less, 1.5 minutes to go. Valley still, Death Raccoon still within a shot with Valley. I'm just not sure what's going on. He can't be fuel saving. He's got plenty of fuel.
Yeah.
So unless Valley has just opened the taps in this McLaren, and it is actually quite fast. But then Death Raccoon coming back at him now, 0.7 the gap. So this will get spicy.
Yeah, it looks like it could be, because then we still got the second part of the straight. But you can see that Supra is whoa, what happened now?
Oh, it's 0.8 behind. So
It's like it missed a gear or something. It's close 3/10, 4/10 now.
Just like that. Or runs it deep. So maybe just making mistakes, and there the gap opens 0.8 again. So possibly just going in a bit too hot with all that straight line speed. So bad to bones with the 6-second gap now over Dens. And we've got like 6 seconds, 5 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is now the final lap. Bad to bones coming through, I think the last few corners. No. Still a few more to go.
And he's got
Death
this, he
Raccoon.
must just keep it on the island, yeah.
So Death Raccoon driving around Valley. Back up into third. So Death Raccoon maybe just wanting to make this a bit spicy for us. So nah, it'll be too boring if I just drive away. Let's give everybody a bit of heart in mouth action.
Or we can call it the two Italians going at it as well.
That's it. So Bad to Bones coming through the final corners, these fast sweeping corners, and with a 12-second gap over Dens. So Bad to Bones has done really well. Dens has got no fuel left, so Dens is fuel saving. He did everything he could, but ultimately the Supra just too fast, and Bad to Bones driving like an absolute machine. So brilliant performance, it has to be said. And so Bad to Bones comes home and takes the victory, 12 seconds ahead of Dens, who's going to limp over the line with just enough fuel, but also a master performance from Dens. Comes home in second place. Death Raccoon just ahead
Well done.
of Valley, and like there was nothing in it, 0.2 between Valley and Dens. That was a brilliant race. So Venture 26 in 5th place. Coming through the fast sweeps up to the Ferris wheel, past the pit entry, also with next to no fuel.
Yeah.
Well done, Venture. It's interesting to watch these guys' strategies.
Well done, Private Badger. Good recovery from hitting the wall earlier.
Yeah. Private Badger. Private Badger in 6th. Huge dice here for 7th. J Turbo and Davide. J Turbo with no fuel. Davide also no fuel. Closed the gap on J Turbo, and DJ Insanity 9th. Safalicious somewhere on the track.
Saying goodbye to the marshals.
Coming up to the Ferris wheel. So there we go. Safalicious coming home to bring home the top 10. But well done to Bad to Bones. That was a brilliant performance. Yay! Great racing, says Charlie Dos Santos. Nice one, Bones, says Dens. Well, that's it. That was a brilliant, brilliant race.
It was. It was good to see some good racing in the beginning. Some mistakes were made, and some people capitalized, some people lost, and it's good to see a new winner.
Absolutely. Alright, I'm going to have to run. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, McFlurry, for joining me on the mic. Thank you, everybody in
Always
the
a pleasure.
comments. We've got Charlie Dos Santos. Well done, guys. Was a pleasant stream. Pleasant. It's good to hear. It's good to hear, and the streams are doing well. It's great. Thank you. Save replay.
Save the replay.
There we go. There we go. All right. Thank you, McFlurry.
Cheers, Jason. Have a good evening, a good week.
I will do, brother. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Like I said, thank you. And yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday. I think it's Hot Hatch Hustle this week.
Yes, can't wait.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, cool, guys. We'll chat later.
Cheerio.
Have a good one.
Good night.